My name's Aaron Simpson. I'm the facility manager here at Rockit Packing Company in Havelock North. The Havelock North Fruit Company, which are the owners of the apple variety Rockit, was founded about 10 years ago by the managing director, Phil Allison. And he was a very inspirational, innovative man and discovered an apple variety that was quite different to what people normally are doing with apples, conventional apples, because of its size as much as anything and its taste. And he did a great job of marketing it and found some investment within New Zealand.
My name's Phil Allison. I've been the founder of the whole Rockit program and development. The growth in the last 3 years was probably 500%. However, now that we're getting a reasonable base, it will probably be between 200 and 300% per year. And that growth is forecast to continue to about 2023.
The long-term goal for Rockit is that it becomes a global brand. So for us to ensure that once we've learnt how to grow the variety in New Zealand, that we make sure that we get all the other people that are growing Rockit around the world growing in the same sort of lines, so that if you buy a tube of apples in downtown Auckland, it looks exactly the same as a tube of apples that you buy in a small shop in Shanghai, whether it's grown in the Northern Hemisphere or the Southern Hemisphere. So we're working really hard on specifications for the apple, specifications for packaging, tubes and the whole lot, so that it does sort of look exactly the same wherever you buy it and whatever season you buy it in.
The premium food brand will only be supported by the quality of the product. It's critical that we are there, and we're there in the right way, in the right format, with the right support and collateral and so on. So there's a lot of things that go together with that. People are not going to want to buy a tube if there's one single defect or problem. And if you've got 50 or 60 on display, all of those 50 or 60 on display have to be perfect. So we go to a lot of trouble even just on placing the fruit and making it look right in the tubes. It's quality, internal quality of the actual product itself, but also in how it's presented.
As the future moves on and people become a lot more sensitive about food safety, particularly for us because our product's going straight into a tube and it's a consumer product that's going straight to the consumer. So we have to be 110% sure that that product is safe. So a huge part of our operating procedures are around food safety. Obviously we have a lot of compliancy, which is pretty much generic for most of the pack industry globally now, and we're going right outside the box to ensure that we're sort of at a higher level than everybody else. A lot of our customers are high-end customers that are distributing into high-end stores globally, so we need to make sure that our product has the security that goes with it. We're in a really different market to most commodity apples. Phil has gone out of his way to make sure that we're identified as a snack product. So a snack product means that we're very much in the consumer's face, a lot more than what you would be if you buy a loose apple out of a supermarket. Our stuff's on shelves in cafes, it's in vending machines, it's in airports, it's in hotels, and it's in our packaging, so everybody identifies with Rockit as Rockit. There's no other way of doing it. So we had to make sure that the quality that was in the tube was as good as we possibly could get it, because it was a consumer product right from the start. So I guess that's one of the reasons why we went to the latest versions of defect sorting. That made a lot of sense for us from a cost perspective, but also from the fact that we could really dial in our unique specs to get what we wanted. So that was another really strong reason of going towards compact. For us, we want to make sure that all our marketing campaigns are valid and authentic, so that if somebody sees a picture of a tube of apples on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, that's exactly what they're buying. So that's a big part of the way that we pack our fruit, the way that we present our fruit, is that it always looks the same. The tube we're using at the moment, we've used for the last 3 years. We're working on packaging solutions for the future that'll be more sustainable, more efficient, and we'll keep doing that as time goes on. It's really, really important to us that we have a very strong brand in terms of food safety and child safety. And I think that that's really paramount to Rockit, the brand, being hugely successful for the future and being a well-known, world-leading brand.
We need technology to produce it. We need technology to post-harvest handle it, and then obviously use technology interfacing with our customers and consumers and so on. So we've spent quite a bit of time, obviously also associated with our service providers, such as Compact, in trying to develop machinery and software that will allow us to maximise the opportunities that we think there are there. It's not just sticking 4, 5 or 3 apples in a tube, but there's a lot of other components to it that need to work. For me, I think our timing is very very good. Snack food excitement has happened around the world over the last 3 or 4 years. Consumers are starting to worry about their health. They want safe food, they want hygienic food. Not a lot of people have played around in that space. I think we are or have broken new ground in the international marketplace.